Holy cow! Look at that! She tipped her over on her hind end. Wow! Wow! It's gonna take more of a man than you. Hey everybody! Look what's happening. Look what is happening in the background right here. So, it's 1:17 in the morning. Dad's out planting. I've been watching radar, preparing the yard for the storm, getting stuff parked away and everything. And I got friends texting me down south that it is downpouring. So he's pulling it. I just pulled him out of the field, said get out of there, get in the yard before the planter's plugged up full of mud. But this right here is what we've been trying to avoid for the last 7 days. We've been planting hardcore for 7 days, and we've been running absolutely stupid, horrible hours. And this is why, because come June 1st is when the insurance state starts taking a % per day of our insurance coverage. Now, okay, well, 1% don't sound so bad. Well, that's fine. Well, we buy our insurance coverage for our crops, for our operation, where we need to be. Well, you start losing that, and a day goes like that. 5 days goes so quick that then you're not covered anymore. Anyways, long story short, storm's coming. We've ran as hard as we can run. We're not bragging. Eric, for whatever reason, has been getting haters up the hiney hole about, oh, you're bragging about how hard you're working. We're working just as hard. I don't disagree that you're farming, you're working just as hard. I don't disagree with that. We are doing it, we're showing it because that's what we do. We show what our life is like, and we're busting our butt. There's Dad hauling down the highway. I am so grateful, so thankful for the rains that we did miss to allow us to get what we needed to get done to this point. That is what I will say. I hate the hours. I hate having to work till 3 in the morning and bust our butt, but it's so worth it right now because we've got our contracts. We've got contracts, obviously, for what we're growing for the next year, and we've got that in the ground. So if it rains and we cannot plant any longer, we're okay. With this being said, I'm happy it's raining because I can sleep. I can sleep. Sounds pathetic, but it is what it is. Well, not a minute too soon. It is downpouring. Woo! You couldn't time that better. Woo! So happy. So relieved. Listen to that. Listen to that. It may sound horrible, and if we get 1.5 inches, that will be horrible, but the conditions we've been planting in are so horrible that we actually do need a rain to seal that V up and get good coverage on the seed. So this is needed, but yet we're not done planting, so it's a horrible thing. So it's a love-hate thing. You gain sleep, you gain coverage, but it's raining and we're not done planting. They weren't lying. The guys down south weren't lying. Not saying a thing. He's not saying a thing. I said it pretty graceful for what his attitude is right now. Thank you, God, for the hours and days that we have had. Are you glad you shut down when you did?
Yeah, it would have been bad. Really bad.
I tried to encourage for one more round.
Oh.
If one more round would have happened, it would have been a very, very bad deal.
It's the first toad of the year.
Look at him! He's gonna pee on me. Look at him, he's peeing. Look at that little guy. Little toad.
He wintered well.
We gotta put him outside so he lives.
Oh my God. He's gonna drown.
There you go, buddy. Enjoy your summer. Enjoy your summer.
Okay, I think it's quitting.
I'm sleeping in tomorrow.
Yeah, me too, baby. Me too. Here, let's make a run for it before the winds hit. Oh, it's almost done.
I'm afraid it is not. Lights out. We will see you tomorrow. Get in the water, Doggo. Go! Run! I literally cannot describe to you how good this feels. It's a good and a bad thing all at the same point. We don't want rain, but it's sealing up what we have planted in conditions we shouldn't have planted in, but we had to. With that being said, I would have liked another 4 days because we would have smoked out the acres. I think we're 2/3 done on corn and 3/4 done on soybeans. I would have liked to be done at the date we're at, but it is what it is. I'm grateful for what the forecast, and obviously you don't know what the forecast has been, but we ran them horrible hours because they always throw in that, oh, it's gonna rain a 1/4 inch, go all night, and it never did rain that 1/4 inch, which was a good thing, but we bought the time that we needed, and I'm grateful for that. Well, guys, bad news. Bad news. It's the next day, about 6 o'clock right now, but we just had another straight line winds or tornado come through, and a lot more damage. A lot more damage. So one would look at this door and think, oh, it looks fine. Except that the steel is a little not straight, and the door is supposed to be right here and not there. Just kind of walking around the yard here, trying to see what's all destroyed. It's hard to tell and remember what was ruined the first time and what's ruined now. That old garage is now, it was leaning, now it's really leaning. You can't probably tell. This door here used to be hanging there. They don't know where it's at. We're looking for it. This is tipped over, leaning drastically. What do you think? It just is this year.
I'm just getting kind of wore out, I think. But it almost makes me burst into, whoa! I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
So the dumpster used to sit here,
Oh, the dumpster.
which is gone now. It's gone. You found it?
You didn't want to sit over there no more.
What do you think, Dougal?
Well, I'm just glad the garbage is inside the dumpster yet. Not hurt at all.
Just picked it up and threw it down there.
I can't believe it.
I found the door, guys, for that shed.
You ain't putting that back on.
Are you serious?
All that's left is one empty can of mellow yellow.
It's even upright. This is insane.
Oh, I can't believe it. What a sad.
You think we'll be planting corn again?
I doubt it. I don't know. How late you gonna plant?
How late should we plant? Well, that was like that. Well, it looks like the cold storage door is okay, but this flap, Brody, it blew the flap in. The flap is supposed to be out. Wow. And this door was open, which is strange. Looks okay here. The soffitting is gone on the house.
Yeah.
Oh, it's there. It's just ain't in the right spot.
And there's some shingle damage up there.
Oh, that was just put on
Yeah.
a week ago.
Yeah. Fun.
So that branch right there somehow narrowly avoided the house, thank God, but lays right there. Well, that wasn't like that. Softening all punched up. Grandma and Grandpa's house. But one of the more concerning things, and I'll include the clip here from our security camera. This bin, it was damaged. It was kind of blown off the foundation a little bit. And I don't know, never thought nothing of it. We've been busy. We should have probably smashed it and got it off of here. But when that left this foundation, it smoked into that little feeder bin right there, which we had wood inside the bin as storing it in there because we don't really use these bins. But I'm glad that was there, otherwise our chemical warehouse here would have been smashed. But worse than this happening, because we don't really use this, but it rolled that bin and it just smashed it into the payloader and fuel tanks. So I think that this is an 1,800 bushel bin, and the security footage, which was taken from right up there, that you'll see later onto the payloader. This payloader, every storm in 2012, she lost her windshield. 2 weeks ago, she lost that window, and now a grain bin. You could park this in the middle of a section with not a tree around and something would hit it. But this was literally laying up on top of there, crushed that bar up, busted the windshield on this side. I don't see anything. These things are built really tough, so I don't think anything too terrible happened. And I don't see any damages other than some scrapes here on the fuel tank. This tank here, it's kind of ruining the pump. So you remember this door? This is the old shop. It, in the last storm, blew the bottom in, and the cables took it to the top. Well, this time the bottom held to the building, but it did this to the rolling wheels, and also obviously crinkled it. This was junk. It was kind of damaged, but now it's really junk. I wonder if this rock picker wasn't maybe the reason why it stopped bowing in and didn't come completely in, which was a good thing. But we ain't gonna be picking rocks. Can't even get it out of the shed. And I'm concerned about the big 50-foot door there. Bean planters in the shed. Can't maybe get it out. Not that we'll be planting anytime soon. When I was looking at the security cameras when this was going on, there was dust blowing in here. And it's like, oh, something bad has happened. Well, something bad happened. So it looks like we got 1.5 inches of rain out of that too, according to that thing. And look at this. It's just the power and torque that must take or have is unbelievable. I just can't believe this. This is something that happens once every 15 years, not once every 2 weeks. Can't even fix up the damage before, wham, here she comes again. What?
I think a big bear got up here.
That was when it was empty.
It
She
did?
tipped against the roof.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, this was like that.
Hey.
Good thing she was full this time.
Yeah. She held its ground.
What do you think?
Look at this good wood, hey, Merlin. Look at this wood.
Yeah.
Nice and soft.
Me and Brody pulled this out of the shed the other day,
I don't know.
and
why
it
you
was
unhook
straight.
like this. Can't you guys see you hit this? Why would you unhook it like that?
Yeah, talk to Brody. He's driving. Luckily, it hit the corner where the damages won't be.
I think we're good. Just love tap.
Holy cow! Look at that! She tipped her over on her hind end. Wow! Wow! Oh, remember the wet bin that we smashed right here? That is now over there and has rolled up and crumpled even more. Well, the other half of the roof is gone now. What are you finding?
I just can't believe it. Everything's round yet?
I don't know. So we found our pit cover. That was way out in the field. Well, not in the mud really, but it was way 100 yards away. Now there's water in the pits because these blew off for the second time. Gonna have to pull the covers to get down there and suck water out. Can you imagine what it looked like when that exploded, Dad, and got this insulation everywhere?
I don't know, we should look at the footage on that inside camera inside the shack.
I was trying, but it
Let
wouldn't
there be light.
show it. But
Would it?
maybe it needs to think a while. Technology.
We're gonna put a double decker on her now.
We're going to 2 levels, so we have twice as much to clean up when it blows up. So Ben 12 here, the roof was kinked in on it, but it wasn't dented in like that. So now we're down both our Sioux bins. About 50,000 bushels of storage there, gone. Oh yeah, that's been readjusted so the door don't open all the way like it should and latch. We've got a hole there, glass all over the seat here, and I'm supposed to use this?
I remember when Dad and Grandpa built that bin. Now it's junk.
All right, we put some tarps over the electrical panels because storm number 3 is now coming. It sounds like, well, it's got a bow echo on it. It's like a baby bow echo, but it's already winds picking up and sun's out, but it's coming. So let's hope that don't damage anything more. Well, guys, the second storm came through. It was just a little bit of rain. Luckily, it kind of dissipated before it got to us. Yeah, well, start the cleanup. It's a new day and time for a new video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It was action-packed to say the least. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.